To God, to God be the glory. Now, protocol have been established. I would like to begin by saying to some special folks in East Grand Bahama, the great constituency, I want to thank you for your faith in me on this journey thus far. Upon making the decision to put myself forward for frontline politics, I thought long and hard about what the people of Grand Bahama Island, and most importantly, the people of East Grand Bahama need and want the most. In moving around the island, I have seen and spoken with people of all walks of life. Young people, the elderly, mothers and fathers, single and married people. And by far, the thing that people want most is an opportunity. Just an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last decade, Grand Bahama has experienced the worst downturn in the history of our nation. For the past 10 years, Grand Bahama has suffered at the hands of a neglectful government who have paid only lip service to the idea of real development. For this island, unemployment has skyrocketed and the thousands of jobs which were promised are either handed out as political favors or simply do not exist. But tonight, the DNA's mission, with the help of myself and my esteemed colleagues, is to get Grand Bahamians back to work. Accomplishing this goal will require a multifaceted approach that does not look at Bahamians as simply employees and potential workers, but also as owners and entrepreneurs. Your next DNA government will ensure that such skills are taught at every level of education, empowering our young people to become self-reliant is at the core of the DNA's philosophy. Outside of the traditional classroom environment, small and medium-sized business owners will finally receive the kind of support needed to launch their startup or grow their current businesses. The DNA proposes a close and hands-on approach. Partnership with the Grand Bahama Port Authority to make sure such resources available for business operating within the city of Freeport, while working with the Chamber of Commerce to ensure that small businesses in the West and East Grand Bahama, the kind of support concession to make their operation viable and competitive. As the next government of the Bahamas, the DNA will, through College of the Bahamas, BTVI, and National Training Agency, ensure the provisions of ongoing training programs, not in the 20th or the 19th, the 21st century. Skills and areas specifically relevant to the island's development. This will, in the medium and long term, ensure that Bahamians remain qualified for any and all job opportunities which come along. The next step, ladies and gentlemen, would be to ensure that once qualified, these individuals are actually being hired. Earlier tonight, you would have heard my colleague and fellow Grand Bahamian, Leslie Lightburn, talk about the need for greater collaboration between the Department of Labor and Immigration. This is a move I fully endorse. In fact, as the next Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, I will push for creation of national job database, which would first categorize employment opportunities in various sectors, and second, allow qualified Bahamians who have submitted their credentials to the Department of Labor the opportunity to be interviewed for those positions. My fellow Bahamians, the potential for economic rejuvenation on Grand Bahama is not just a pie in the sky, but a very attainable goal. But getting Grand Bahamians back to work will take more than just talk. It will require real planning, administrative oversight, and collaboration. It will take a government serious about making its people not just employees, but also empower them to employ people. Most importantly, it will take action now. Grand Bahama Island cannot wait another decade for change. We've been waiting too long. The many talented, qualified young men and women that make up the workforce in Freeport, Grand Bahama cannot wait another season for election handout. What they require is hand up. What they deserve is an opportunity. What they will get is a D. A. Government. Good night. God bless you. We don't